Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Russell Wilson. And Seattle fresh off their win over Philadelphia in Week 11. Everybody was talking about the receiving touchdown that Russell Wilson had. He also threw one as well, 272 yards.
So just in case you were wondering if he was healthy again, that receiving touchdown sealed it, right? When he pitched it and went out on the backside, they threw the ball to, I think, Doug Baldwin, hit him with a touchdown pass. Earlier this year, because of his ankles, he was actually playing with tape over his shoes and over his ankles. That's no longer there, and Russell Wilson is cutting it loose.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And Baldwin was over 100 yards receiving, but we mentioned it earlier, the play that people were talking about, his touchdown pass to his quarterback, Russell Wilson.
And it's not just the people talking about it. I will guarantee Doug Baldwin is talking about it. He's going to walk into the offensive team room this week. He's going to walk into the quarterback room this week and say, you know something? Maybe this is where I should be. He's going to have a lot of fun with this one.
Big help in their win over the Eagles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A good pickup there at 22. Now Wilson on first down. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now a first down throw. Keenum. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
Here's Keenum to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now, it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Lockett, the return. return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson to give to Rolls. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That's complete to Brett. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And Gurley actually had his 2nd best rushing performance of the season in Week 11. Still hasn't hit 100 yards this year, but he had 76 and a touchdown.
That game qualifies as one of the best ones of the year for him. Still seeking to break out, as you mentioned. But I know one thing about him. He and the Rams have found quick starts in recent games. It's just being able to sustain throughout that's been the issue for them. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Cam Chancellor, in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Give him 14. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. gun on third down. Keenum. Got a man open. It's Brian Quick. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
From the red zone now, Keenum. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, the spin. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On second down, Wilson buying time to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Keenum. Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level, and it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson, he's going to air one out. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Did I just see all of that happen? Did I just see the pass, the catch in the end zone for a touchdown, the clock go to zeros? All we've got now is the PAT left before we end a really good half.
Yeah, that's something to take into the lockers. A little momentum to build on for sure.
And what I want you to watch is the team that kicks the PAT as we expected to go through the post. Watch how quickly they head to the locker room. They'll be the ones that have the momentum, and they'll be flying.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our...
Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Oh, spinning away. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. He's got time. And the third down pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's fourth down.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. Tyler Lockett, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 70 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle defense getting set to go. They've got the lead on the scoreboard. And just speaking of the scoreboard, forget it. When you're leading, whether the defense has given up 0 points or 30 points in that first half, is your coordinator a little more happy going into half two regardless?
It allows him to do a few more things because of what you just said. You're winning.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Kenny Brin, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, little 360. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Wilson on second down. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They got to get to the 23 here on third. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Gurley. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. On second down, here's Keenum. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He has Britt over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play. Keenum now on first down. Completes it to Quick. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Keenum throwing once more. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again is Keenum. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. Finding time. All kinds of time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Rams defense heading back onto the field.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum, and right now he's hugging them.
Wilson wants to throw it. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Stays on his feet. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Wilson on 2nd down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Keenum now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. He's got time in the pocket. It's complete to Britt. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And quickly, they get to the line. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play action to Gurley. Now Keenum. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Keenum. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.